Hello and welcome back. How are you doing? Are you studying? What's my name? Yes, that's correct. Today we are going to be looking at Module 3 of your PTE test, which is reading, and Task 1 multiple choice single answer. I'm sure you are familiar with the test structure. It's one of the most popular tests in all international tests. PTE is one of them. Multiple choice, single answer. Let's see what it is and how should we approach the test properly to get the score that we want. Okay, so in multiple choice single answer, you will be given a short paragraph, and for this paragraph you will have one question which is followed by 4 options or choices. You should choose one option or one choice which is the answer to that particular question. That's it. As an example, you can take a look at page 3 of your worksheets where you have 2 paragraphs of multiple choice single answer. And what is the marking of multiple choice single answer in PTE reading? It's very straightforward, either 0 or 1. If you get it right, you will get 1 point, otherwise it's 0. Okay, so yes, the test itself is really simple, is really easy, but we should always know the proper approach and the proper strategy to do the test to get a better score. Okay, so how can we do this kind of test in PTE? Always remember, you need to read the question first before reading the text. Sometimes the students spend their time on reading the text, but it's a big mistake because first of all, we don't have like a generous time in PTE, so we need to use our time wisely. Therefore, always read the question first. And when you read the question, you must make sure the question is all clear. You must make sure there is this full understanding or comprehension of the question, which means fully understood. The question is fully understood. And then, in order to make sure you got the question correct or the purpose of the question right, you can rephrase the question into statement. It means rather than asking yourself a question, put it in the form of a statement. Okay? As an example, for example, take a look at page 3 of your worksheet. Paragraph 1 or test 1. What is the writer's main purpose in this paragraph? It's very straightforward. The writer has got one main purpose or focus, and what is it? We need to do that one. We need to look for that one, or the second one. What is the writer's main point about innovation? So the word innovation here is kind of highlighted. Maybe there are more points in this paragraph. Maybe the paragraph is offering more points, but the question very clearly is asking us to focus on the points which is made by the writer on innovation. That's it. Okay, so after you read the question and after you made sure that the question is all clear for you, now you need to scan the options or the choices very quickly. Look, with every multiple choice single answer, there are 4 options. Only one of them is the correct answer, and the rest we call them distractors. So the 3 options are distractors, and what we mean by distractors means they are there on purpose to distract the candidate, okay, because it's a test. So once you read the question, you can go and very quickly scan the options or the choices, but never make any assumption because you are not still into reading the text or the paragraph. Okay, so question, then choices or options, and then read the text carefully. So this is the part on which you need to put and to spend most of your time, because actually you need to answer the question in relation to the text or the paragraph. So you need to read the text carefully, but when you are reading the text, you should pay attention to key grammar, like for example, passive grammar, active grammar, modal verbs, future, past, present. Pay attention to a specific grammar because it's like a very short paragraph. You can understand the grammar fairly easily because, you know, in a short paragraph like the ones that you have here, and it's like the standard of the test, there can't be a wide range of grammar. So the grammar is kind of very easy to spot. And then development of ideas. So when we say development of ideas, it means we need to know whether the ideas in the text support each other or there is like a contrasting idea as well. And how do we know that? By use of conjunction. For example, if the text uses the words like in addition, like for example furthermore, then we know that the supporting ideas of the text are kind of adding to each other. They are following each other back to back. But let's say, for example, the text uses although or however, then we know that although and however and a couple of other words like while, like whereas, these kind of conjunctions are used to express a contrast. So you need to pay attention to movement or development of ideas as well. Okay, so after reading the question, you will scan the options and then you will go through the text and read the text carefully, paying attention to details. If there is any unknown word or vocabulary, in the text, try to use guessing. Try to use guessing technique to guess the meaning of unknown word or vocabulary, because of course you don't have any dictionary to look up the word. And try to practice guessing technique while you are practicing at home for preparing for the test. What is guessing technique? Means look at the word in a sentence or in a paragraph and trying to guess a meaning. Like for example, for guessing, the first question that we can ask ourselves is it a positive word? Is it a negative word? So getting the positive connotation or negative connotation of the words is the first step of guessing. So if there is any unknown word, don't worry. Just look at the word in relation to the sentence or to the paragraph and try to guess the meaning, okay? Now, the last technique, which is really helpful in multiple choice questions, is elimination technique. What is elimination? Let's say, for example, for a given paragraph, we think that the correct answer is B. Okay, let's say, for example, there are 4 choices, A, B, C, D. And we get B as the correct answer for the given question. Elimination technique means make sure A, C and D are eliminated. Make sure A, C and D cannot be the answer of your question or the answer of this particular question. This is elimination, which is very easy, very straightforward, but it does confirm the correct answer. So once you are 100% sure that A, C and D cannot be the answer of the question, then it means B is the answer. Now, just as a practice, could you please turn to page 3 of your worksheet? Yes. On page 3 of your worksheet, you have a sample paragraph, multiple choice, single answer, and the sample paragraph is followed by question and 4 options. I want you to spend 2 minutes to the first one, the paragraph that starts with huge reserves of energy. Do it right now, please. Yeah, pause the video now. Now that you've had time to read the question and look at the options or the choices, let's go for the techniques and see how it works. First, read the question first. You've all done that. Full comprehension of question. Question. What is the writer's main purpose in this paragraph? Full comprehension of the question means you must make sure that the question is all clear. Yeah. In fact, the question wants us to focus on writer's general idea or main focus or central focus. Rephrase the question into a statement. Again, what is the writer's main purpose in this paragraph? So, rephrasing this question into a statement, we can say, writer of this paragraph has a clear purpose, which is, now we need to answer, which is what? Okay? Quickly scan the options or the choices. Let's do it very quickly together. Yes. The time is enough, no more than 10 seconds for scanning the options or the choices, okay, because we don't have time. When you scan the options or the choices, you can actually pay attention to like specific details which is given, like for example, use of geothermal power in Britain, or for the second one, the second part, problems related to geothermal in Britain. So Britain. Highlight the potential benefits of geothermal in Britain. So it's all referring to something about geothermal in Britain. Last one, detailed description of geothermal energy, how geothermal energy is produced in Britain. So the options are quite close, okay? Now, read the text carefully. And when you read the text carefully, you need to pay attention to key grammar, development of ideas, and of course, guessing. Let's do it together. Huge reserves of energy have been found in rocks far below the surface of the ground in Britain. It is estimated that the north and southwest regions could hold enough energy in the form of heat to provide power for millions of homes. In fact, up to a fifth of Britain's energy could be provided by this geothermal source. Extracting the heat and converting it into electricity is difficult and expensive. Thousands of boreholes would be needed, but once they were in place, the heat would keep regenerating indefinitely. Now, in relation to grammar, we are going to look at the text. The first sentence, huge reserves of energy have been found. Okay, it's a very general statement. The second one, it is estimated that. Okay, it's like presenting an estimate of something. The north and southwest regions could hold. Okay, it is estimated that something could, means it's not for sure yet. Okay, the writer is kind of maybe predicting something. Go to the fourth line of this paragraph. In fact, up to a fifth of Britain's energy could be provided. So could hold, could be provided, all these modals referring to future possibilities of an action. Now, take a look at the second to the last. Thousands of boreholes would be needed. Again, modal, would be needed. So future possibility again. And the last part, but once they were in place, the heat would keep. Again, modal. Okay? So four parts of the grammar, which is like 4 out of 6, focuses on modal, which is used, this kind of modal is used to focus on future possibilities. Okay? Now, go to the options one more time. To show how common the use of geothermal power is in Britain, how common the use of geothermal power is means right now. Is it happening right now? No, it is not happening. And the writer is not saying anything about what is happening right now. Okay, so it is not, of course, it is not the answer. To describe the problems related to using geothermal power in Britain, does it really describe the problems related to geothermal? No, it's not even describing the problem. To highlight the potential benefits of geothermal power, it rings the bell. Potential benefits of something. How do we get it? The modals. Could hold energy, could be provided, would be needed, would keep regenerating. So by these 4 structures, we say yes. C is the correct answer. D is not the answer again, elimination technique. D is not the correct answer. Give a detailed description of how geothermal energy is produced. No, there's not such a thing as, how geothermal power is produced in Britain these days. It's all referring to future tense. Okay? So, again, one piece of advice that you all know by now. Please remember, persistency, consistency, and perseverance are all the key drivers to your success. Keep up with the course outline. Submit your homework on time. Your teachers are waiting for you. Bye for now.